Yo, yo, yo.
Yo,
What's good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I noticed you got some bodyguards in there. What's that about?
Oh yeah, they were just helping me out in there.
Okay.
You warmed up.
Oh, okay, nice. My name's Jollz. I'm a Radiant player. If you're enjoying this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. If you're interested in coaching yourself or want a chance to win free coaching, be sure to watch the end of the video for details. Other than that, enjoy the video. So we're currently Diamond 2, Mortal 1 peak. 125 damage per round. KD not looking too good, but we are winning games at least. You're positive here, but I mean it's still early, so it's fine. The stats don't really. It's hard to kind of tell based off this little games, but looks like you are okay. So Jett main,
Yeah, I love the Jett.
then fade when you have to. Do you insta-lock Jett and then Jett and then fade when you have to fill?
I play Fade on Pearl mostly.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see what it looks like in
Yeah.
game. But I like his old stuff.
Okay, Lotus. I haven't played this.
At all? Like you haven't played it?
I played the game mode a couple times, but
Oh, and someone took your Jett. If you want, you can dodge too. It's up to you.
yeah, I think I may have to dodge.
Waffles or pancakes? Pancakes are good. Actually, they're both good. I like waffles too, but I like pancakes more. No shot. No shot you get Lotus again.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, okay. At least we're Jett this time.
Yeah.
I probably look to reload at some point. Just in case, you know? Because there's 5 of them up, you know? Gotta prepare yourself for the war.
Maybe I shouldn't have been right there and open.
Yeah, I mean, the spot was okay. You know, positioning is very important, yes. That probably wasn't the best one, but also, like, you're new to this map, so I'm going to be kind of lenient on, you know, some of your plays that you're making, because you don't know the map too well, so all good.
I'm gonna open the door.
Good comm, yep. Good. Isolating the 1v1s, very good, very good. Crosshair placement's good. I really like the way that you cleared door there, the revolving door. You just isolated the 1v1s, you cleared your angles, you got the kill on the raise. I was worried there that you were gonna get timing drop. You know when you were like chilling drop, you're holding that angle. It's a good angle to hold. But then you looked elsewhere, you know what I mean? And as soon as you turned around, I was like, oh, like I was worried that you would have gotten like cleared, but
Well, I guess you did, but silent drop there.
yeah, you could silent drop that if you just hold shift when you walk down, yeah. It's weird that your team didn't end up following through, right? Like you ended up dashing through. So one thing that you should also, anytime you want to dash in a site, it's really good to do. It takes a lot of space. But what I highly recommend doing is making sure that your team can follow up with that, right? So like if there's a slow or a molly down, I probably wouldn't recommend smoking and dashing through because your team can't follow up and trade you, right? So wait out the molly, wait out the slow, wait for an opportunity where your team can push in. And also before you want to dash through, you calm to your team, hey guys, I'm gonna dash through, or I'm gonna smoke and dash in, right? Like whatever, after the smokes go down, I can smoke and dash in. So as long as you're letting them know what the plan is ahead of time, and you're chilling for good reason.
Just smoke, cross, and run over.
I don't know, it depends. Like you can smoke and cross, or you can activate your dash and look for a fight and then dash through. This map, there's a lot of opportunity to kind of lurk, and you don't have to really push into a site always. Like you can just make a lot of noise and then kind of fall off too if you want to do that too. So a little risky going for this play, but nice shot. Nice job. Good stuff.
Oh
I like the way that you clear
smoke.
angles. Yeah, your smoke kind of you there. Dude, your peaks are good though. Like the way that you're clearing and peeking angles is very good.
I can't practice it way too much for it to be that bad.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good. I am avoiding telling you guys that information for obvious reasons. That's tough. That's so tough. Pushing up onto that angle because you're exposed from like top and bottom there, right? Like in that situation when your team is kind of like planting, I wouldn't really try and look to take space, rather hold, right? So wait for your teammate to finish planting and then maybe you guys can kind of push in together. But I think pushing in while your teammate's planting is a bit risky. It's just better to kind of hold for them, wait for them to finish planting and then go in together or fall off together. So just be careful with that. The idea for when they're planting is just to cover them, and when you're taking space, it kind of leaves you a little bit vulnerable because you can't like counter strafe and stop moving and then start shooting, right? But if you're holding, then you know, jiggling back and forth or whatever works. Looks like they knife C this round. Nice shot. Okay, so I think the biggest issue is just comms. I think that's the biggest thing. A little bit with decision making with our team, like with entering, we need to be a little bit more vocal about it and taking unnecessary gunfights too. Careful with taking fights like that. Like, yeah, you do have the advantage because they're not going to really expect you there, but also, you know, it's a 3v2. So anytime you're up numbers like this, when you have bomb down, it's just better to play together as a team, like kind of play off of each other. Play in a spot where you can play off of your teammate rather than just like taking a fight where your teammate can't trade you. If I'm dead, the round is over. So try and play your life a little bit more when you're up numbers like this. It's okay to go for fights and stuff early on and get those initial numbers advantage, but after that, yeah, we want to pace it down a little bit. Take it a bit slower.
Yeah.
We should be smoking when dashing, by the way, for space control like that. Okay, nice. Yeah, that one's fine. That one's fine. Just because, like, we had him flashed, you know what I mean? We had ults, you know. We take advantage of that, so that's good. It's good. Were you saying something?
I was saying is like the Stinger with the half shield the way to go second round now.
You can if you guys are gonna force up, but you could go like Sheriff second round after you lost first on like Jett or Reyna, only because you can go Vandal Light next round, you know what I mean? Okay, so one thing I'm starting to notice, our rotations are a little bit on the slower end. Like by the time we get there, your whole team's already dead, you know what I mean? After like not seeing him see, instead of like opening door, either you open the door and look to push, which you probably wouldn't do by yourself, but I probably would just fall off and then try and like knife out rotates to the team. The thing is, when you're playing duelist, you want to be like where all the action is. You never really want to be anchoring all too much, or you're like quick flanking or something. But with Jett, I'm just like, or duelist in general, I'm like quick rotating, knife out rotating. I hear footsteps somewhere else, I'm rotating. I'll let someone else kind of play the anchor role. So with defensive sides, save rounds, you're gonna look to stack somewhere, just and hope you guys get lucky.
My game sets is
yeah, maybe
down the drain.
When is it? I think it's all right. It's not too bad. I think there's just some like decisions that could be a bit better, and teamwork a little bit more focused, but it's all good. It's really hard on a new map that you haven't played before. Got fucking fruit basket. Ooh. I was a little scared there with the knife out, you know, like anytime that they get like full sight control like that and they're down numbers, like it's a 5v2,
yeah, they're gonna
push, dude. They're gonna push something. They have to. That's the only play they have, you know what I mean? So just the way that we're positioned, we're giving up like ones, right? Also, if he pushes through A and comes heaven, we're actually he gets 2 here, then it's a 1v1. Something to think about. Got to avoid this when you're in a 3v1. Like, yeah, sure, we're watching everything, but it's actually better to play off of your team than watch everything. It's better to play for information if you're gonna watch something like this, because if they swing, you're forced to a gunfight. This isn't playing for information. See, Brim died, no one was there to trade. Just like this 1v2, he gets a gun upgrade. Alternate universe, he just kills both of us. Back when I had like confidence issues in my game.
120.
Nice. Okay, solid game. Let me share my screen. Let me go over some stuff that'll help you out. Okay, so this round here, when we were in a 1v3, and you know when we were watching this angle here,
yeah,
so it's a good angle. We're kind of playing like an off angle. We have an advantage, but I wouldn't say it's like a really big advantage, to the point where we can kind of basically give them a free 1v1. So after he comes on the corner and he takes this fight, our breach is not in a place where he can get the trade. Our guy over there is not in a place to get that trade. So we're not really in a good spot. If we're ever in a spot where a teammate can't trade us when we have the number advantage, it's not a good spot. For starters, when you're up numbers like this, like a 3v1, 4v1, first important thing, it's to get information. You got to find out where the hell he is. That's the most important thing. Now, how do you play in a spot like this to get information? What you could do is literally just jiggle peek like this. You could even jump peek if you want. So you can literally just sit here and jump peek. But me personally, what I would be doing is, if my breach is holding here, maybe watching this area, I'm playing off of my breach. So the second breach shoots his gun, I'm swinging and I'm getting the trade kill. Another instance would be, you know, I think one round, I think you updrafted here, and then you started holding this angle here, or started looking for this fight here with the raise. You had a teammate who was here, but you can't really play in a... He can't really trade you. Like, if you come around the corner, he fights and he swings, this raise is going to be looking in the same spot. It's very easy for it, you know, one person to get the trade when it's the same exact angle. So what would have been a better thing to do is we don't play here. Maybe we could double up if I have a teammate here and we just kind of hold like this. This is okay. You know, this should be fine. Now, what happens if we're in a 1v2? Usually when you're down numbers, you have to play aggressive. You cannot let them push into you, because they're going to trade you out. So if they just end up pushing you down, like I have me and someone else with me, I come around the corner and he's just holding this angle here. Okay, he kills me, but then the second guy comes around the corner, or he's up top and then he comes around and trades the kill, right? This is how usually people retake. So you have to avoid them trading. So you have to catch them before they start grouping up like this by playing aggressive. That one round where the Omen decided to play aggressive here, this was his only play. Another thing too that I noticed, whenever you decide you want to push in and take space, one, it needs to be calmed. You need to communicate that to your team, and then after that, you have to also make sure that they're ready to push in with you when you do that. So make sure that there's no molly, make sure they aren't slowed or stopped in any sense. So then when we do decide to dash in, right? And if they aren't out yet, I would double smoke. I would literally just double smoke myself to give my team enough time to come out if they're not out. Because this puts a lot of pressure. Imagine if there's a guy here and he sees you dash out. He can't shoot the smoke because he's worried someone's going to come around the corner and trade you. And by double smoking, you just continue that pressure. Rather than like you look out to fight, he ends up getting the kill. He doesn't, and then now he's not worried about anything anymore. No more pressure, right? So comms is like the big thing, right? Like making sure that everyone's on the same page. Like if we're grouped somewhere, ask your team, hey, are we hitting this? Are we going here? What are we doing? Are we rushing? Are we going quick? Are we going slow? You know, like just to get them talking, get them thinking, and you know, that way we're all on the same page. Like, oh, we're rushing, okay, cool. And then you can just say, oh, if you get your smokes down, flash, and then I can dash in. Another thing too that you should think about on attack side, if you guys are making a lot of noise, even if you get one kill, if you guys don't want to go, like there's a smoke here, you can just be like, oh, okay, let's just rotate, and then just like rotate off. So this is the power of taking space on this map. You can rotate a lot easier than them, and it's very likely that you can catch them where there's only like 2 people or 1 person on site. So don't overcommit to a site. Even if you get a pick, always think about, well, should we slow it down? Do we have to go? We don't have to go. We can go back. We can start taking space elsewhere. It's not like oh, we got 1 kill, we have to commit, and I'm just going to dash in, and we're going to smoke and go and get right. You don't have to do that. Just an option.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries at all, dude. And best of luck in your rank games, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. See you. If you're interested in coaching yourself, click the link in the description, click the book a lesson button, and select your plan and time. So if you want to win free coaching, be sure to comment down below your Discord name without the hashtag and what you learned from the video. I'll be picking out a person randomly.